Fortnite has killed off 17 fish that were initially in the fishing decks at the beginning of this season, and now they have been completely removed from the game that will not be added in for the rest of this season. Now, we may actually see them get reintroduced in later seasons, but unfortunately, Fortnite just kind of gave up on the fishing decks for this season, so I'm going to actually jump into why this happened, what's going on, and everything that you guys need to know about the fishing decks downsizing that just occurred. Now, for those who don't know, in yesterday's update, I actually only found out about this just a little bit ago. That's why this video is coming out a day after the update happened. But basically, this fishing deck's downsizing just happened out of the blue. Fortnite just randomly on yesterday's update decided that they did not want to add in the other 17 fish that were in the fishing decks, and now they are just completely gone. Now, for those who don't remember, at the beginning of the season, we started off with 50 fish. Now, obviously, as you guys can see here, only 33 of those fish were actually obtainable. Now, there was a glitch where you could go into the floor as lava game mode to sometimes get the rift fish, but it was really buggy, and I thought it was a really bad system, so I didn't actually make a video on it. I'm sorry about that I didn't do a video on it, but honestly, I didn't want to be just showing off a fish glitch on my channel. I prefer to have that more concrete stuff, and for having a rift fish, like only some of the times it would register, and then some of the other times it wouldn't, and then sometimes it would remove other fish in my fishing decks, so I just decided not to make a video on that when it was actually out. But now I'm kind of regretting that, because Fortnite just removed all 17 of the other fish that they were going to be releasing throughout the rest of this season. Now, I honestly don't know why Fortnite did this. I think that their concept that they started off with this season was really, really good. They started off the season with the standard fishing decks where you could only catch 33 out of 50 fish though, and at the very beginning of the season, you could still catch these fish in Battle Lab and actually catch all of the ones that you want to, specifically for collectors of the fishing decks like myself, where you don't actually need to go into games to do it, but rather you can just queue up into a Battle Lab, have some fun, get the fishing done, and then actually have all of your fish collected. But then, once the tuna fish styles actually got released, they limited it only to the base game modes. So for those of you who were not initially fish collectors, you now had to do it in the standard game mode, making it just a little bit more difficult, which honestly, I don't think it was a great idea. I think that they should have allowed you to fish in Battle Labs just because it makes it a lot more fun, and it makes fishing a lot less of a task and more of just a fun thing to do to actually fill out your entire decks. And at the beginning of the season, it was really exciting because we had only caught 33 out of the 50 fish, and there were still 17 that were going to get released. But now, as you guys can see here, the 17 other ones that were gonna get released throughout the season are completely gone. Their spots in the fishing decks have been entirely removed. Now, this could actually just be a mistake from Epic, or it's on purpose. Now, let me actually break down what I mean by that. Now, first off, being a mistake. Fortnite does a lot of really big mistakes that people think a multi-million, I think even billion-dollar company would not mess up on, but they do still somehow. So this could be a mistake. They could just be waiting to do these fish in a later update. Maybe even in Fortnitemares, we're actually going to see these fish get added in, and they just accidentally turned off the visibility of them not actually being in the fishing decks, but still having the placeholders of their fish being there. Now, the other option is that they did this on purpose, and they've just decided to not expand the fishing decks for the rest of this season, and instead, they're just going to be working on more fish for next season. Now, honestly, that's my hope for this. I would rather only get these 33 fish this season with the one new one, the Shadow Flopper, and not get the extra 17 of just old fish that are being recycled back into the game. And then from there, it would actually give them more time to actually work on, let's say, even 2 new species of fish for next season, just so that in Chapter 2, Season 9, we'll actually be able to get maybe even a futuristic type fish, because Chapter 1, Season 9 was obviously the futuristic theme. So, hey, you never know, Chapter 2 Season 9 might also be that futuristic, like, Neo-tilted type vibe. I think that a futuristic fish would be super cool. If it was like a cyborg fish, that would be really neat. I think there's a lot of different ways they could go with it, and honestly, I have a ton of ideas for really cool fish. So hey, if anyone at Epic is watching this, then hit me up, because I have some cool fish ideas, but I doubt that that's gonna happen. Even still though, I think that if they continue to expand this fishing decks and continue to make it better and better every season, I think that we can deal with losing the 17 fish just due to the fact that those fish were going to be recycled ones from past seasons. The files did actually show that to us. So they were going to add back things like the 0-point fish and all of those things from the prior seasons that we have already seen. It will actually be a nice change if for next season they introduce even more new fish instead of just recycling old ones. Now that being said, Fortnite could still recycle the old ones and I'd be completely fine with it. I love the fishing decks. I think it's a really nice addition to the game that just kind of allows you to counterbalance not only the killing aspect of Fortnite, but also just completing your fishing decks and getting all of the floppers, the shield fish, and literally everything registered to your decks. But these are the limitations and the drawbacks to the fishing decks in Fortnite Season 8. So unfortunately, we may not actually be seeing these 17 fish get added for the rest of this season, but hopefully that just means that we will be getting even better fish next season. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, because honestly, I could see you going either way here. And by the way, sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I've got seasonal allergies, and this absolutely sucks. My throat has just been tightening up for the past few days because fall is a fun time for all of the allergies. But like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Hey, subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you're not. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Let's hit that landmark and let me actually release this 10,000 subscriber video, because I have had it ready for so long and now I need to actually drop it. But thank you for watching the video. Sorry, I know I've said that like 6 times. I hope you have an amazing day and we'll see you guys in the next one.